Yeah, your boy all day. DL47 AM PM, popping off as much rugby league information as possible. Getting to the tail end of the wooden spoons now at long last. 6 more wooden spoons only. The Gold Coast 2019 wooden spoon in the Australian Rugby League, going to the Gold Coast Titans, and so you don't miss any essential rugby league information watching this video all the way through to the end, as per always. So, I've mentioned before that the first incarnation of Gold Coast Giants, then Seagulls, then Chargers, they had 3 different names. I mentioned how pathetic they were, and they got the wooden spoon 90, 91, 92, and 93, a free-peat. Scroll through the wooden spoon playlist on this channel to watch those videos. Before the second incarnation of Gold Coast, the Gold Coast Titans, entered the comp in the year 2007. Now, while they have been a lot better than the previous Seagulls incarnation, they still definitely couldn't call them a competitive force, and they've picked up 2 more wooden spoons in 2011 and 2019. So 5 Gold Coast wooden spoons altogether, to be technical. This particular wooden spoon in 2019, reminiscent of the Seagulls wooden spoons. Like I said, nearly every other year, Titans have been a lot better than the previous incarnation, but the 2011 spoon and this one, the 2019 spoon, definitely as woeful as the Gold Coast Seagulls wooden spoons. So, Gold Coast Titans wooden spoon in 2019, 25 rounds, they had a bye, 4 wins only and 20 losses, and of those 20 losses, they lost 11 consecutive games to finish the season. So, only winning 4 games all year and losing 11 consecutive games at any point, let alone the end of the season where you're meant to be finishing the season well, that guarantees you're going to get the wooden spoon. No two ways about that. The stats in 2019, Gold Coast had scored only 370 points and conceded 651, for and against minus 281, nowhere near acceptable. And the score is nowhere near acceptable either. Not one player could get double-figure tries, and not one player could get a century of points. The top try scorer was Dale Copley, who only got 9 tries. Then they had Brian Kelly and Anthony Don, who both got 8 tries. And the top point scorer, Michael Gordon, only got 3 tries, 27 goals, 66 points. And the second top point scorer, Tyrone Roberts, who was a personal favourite player of mine, but not his best year on this occasion. And he only got 6 tries, 15 goals, 54 points for Gold Coast in 2019. So, very lean pickings indeed. So, it's pretty straightforward, this one. The only 4 games Titans did manage to win, the Moments in the Sun in 2019. In round 5, they'd beaten Penrith 30-24. And in round 6, they'd beaten Newcastle 38-14. Those 2 games both on the Gold Coast. Only time they won back-to-back games all year. And the only other 2 wins, at least they had 2 away wins, something. In round 11, they'd beaten Manly 36-18 at Brookvale. And in round 13, they'd beaten Broncos 26-18 at Suncorp Stadium. So, for the embarrassing moments, in my opinion, it's the fact that they lost those 11 consecutive games to finish the season. But, that's my opinion, but drop your comment below. Which one do you think is the most embarrassing moment? Got a choice of 9 embarrassing moments, 9 altogether. 9 embarrassing moments. Either the fact that they lost 11 consecutive games, or any of the 8 scores I'm about to mention. So it was crystal clear after only 2 rounds that Titans were in for a long season. In round 1, their first embarrassing moment, they'd lost to Raiders 21-0, not a single point. I was listening to that one on the radio, Sunday night game on the Gold Coast, and yeah, didn't sound like they were ever going to score a point. Then in round 2, I lost to Cronulla 20 points to 6 at Shark Park, and they didn't get their only try till late in the game. And that was embarrassing for both teams because Cronulla definitely didn't play very well either. Did just enough to at least win 20 points to 6, but they weren't very good either. So that was definitely humiliating for both teams, but not as humiliating as the round 12 game. 2019 round 12, Cowboys had beaten Titans 6-4, 1 measly try each. Now, that wasn't because it was an awesome defensive game, or it was just like an old school, really tough, hard forwards battle, which means there won't be many points scored. And it also wasn't because both teams just had awesome champagne, free-flowing razzle-dazzle attack, but then also awesome scrambling defence, which would mean there's not many points. No. It ended up 6-4 to Cowboys, 1 try each, just because both teams were lacking in all the fundamental basics of rugby league. Both teams not holding the ball, not feeding the scrum properly, not finding touch from penalty kicks, missing easy penalty goals, nonsense like that. So, yeah, easily one of the all-time shockers. Cowboys 6, Titans 4, 2019 in round 12. Then some more embarrassing moments before the season ended. In round 17, Titans had lost to Penrith 24-2 at Penrith. Not a single try, just a penalty goal only. In round 18, the very next game, they led Storm 12-0 early before capitulating to lose 38-18. Actually played well for the first 20 minutes. And after leading 12-0, lost 38-18. That's embarrassing. Round 20, they were humiliated by Sydney Roosters 58 points to 6 at the SCG. expect that against Roosters, who won the comp in 2019. And then in round 21, against one of the other bottom 4 teams, they were humiliated again, losing to St George Illawarra Dragons 40-28 at Cogger, 2019 round 21. And don't let the 68 points fool you for that one. Don't let the fact that there were 7 Dragons tries and 5 Titans tries, 12 tries altogether, don't let that fool you. There wasn't 68 points and 12 tries because it was a good game. There was that many points and that many tries because both teams had forgotten how to make a tackle, and that's why we had lots and lots of points. And as everyone knows, I hate those games when neither team is defending properly. And then just before the season ended, the second last game, round 24, another humiliation, this time by Newcastle, 38 points to 4 at the Knights Stadium. So there you go. Gold Coast Titans 2019 wooden spoon popped off. Just 5 more left now. Finally at the end of it. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end so you didn't miss any essential rugby league information. I had no idea this was going to take more than 1 year just to finish all the wooden spoons, but thank you for hanging in there, sticking in there. Nearly got 20k views on the Footy Search channel now. Should have 20k by the end of the year. And I appreciate each and every one of those views because, yeah, this is not something that's it's like searchable on YouTube or is ever going to get big on YouTube because it is such a niche genre, so I appreciate every single view and subscriber I do get. 5 more wooden spoons, Broncos in 2020, Bulldogs in 2021, then the West Tigers three-peat 22, 23 and 24. Nearly there now, and then we can finally move on to a new rugby league subject. Your boy all day, DL47, thank you so much for ongoing, pulverising, brutal support. D47.